Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's new brew. This is episode number 29.
Ooh.
And let's welcome in our panelists that we have as of now. We have Miscellaneous Brew Reviews,
Cheers.
Thomas Metal 75,
Hello.
Alex, the Beer Master,
What's up, everybody? Cheers.
East Coast LQ Reviews,
Cheers, everyone.
Beer Man,
Hi, cheers.
myself, Bumpy Road. Hello to the chatters. Dio was first. Likes it when he's first. And Thomas doesn't like to be second. But glad that you're here. Glad the guys are watching. And yeah, let's get on with the show. Miscellaneous is going to be first tonight to show us his new brew. And that's the wrong one. There it is.
That's okay. Bumpy and then
All right. So, yeah, I got a product here out of Gainesville, Florida. This is from Swamphead Brewing Company. Yeah, this is called the Key Lime Pie. The thing about this is it's a sour NEPA, different. Comes in at 7.5% ABV. My buddy, well, it's got no date on it, but these did just come in, I believe, last week. No date. So, yeah, it's brewed with lime, graham cracker, vanilla, and lactose. There is no hops on here. Doesn't say nothing about that. So, let's go ahead and crack it open. I have no idea. Not a clue.
No idea.
ooh, looks delicious.
Kind of looks like a NEPA. I wouldn't call it.
With a head like a sour. Amazing.
Yeah. Oh.
No. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't look like a NEPA to me.
That's super bubbly.
Yeah,
Boobly.
Where are they out of again?
Gainesville,
Florida?
Florida.
All right.
Like that Collective Arts beer.
It's weird. It's got a weird filmy head to it thing going. Yeah, we'll get to that.
They should create their own
I
name
don't know.
for
You run right through. We're all running
Yeah,
right.
run it right through.
That's right. Shit. Sorry.
Start
Yeah,
calling
so
those flippers.
It's got a weird, like, filmy head on the top. It's very hard to see. It actually looks very weird and funky. You can kind of see it looks like there's stuff floating on the surface.
Wow.
I don't know. All right. Initial impression. Smells tart. Graham cracker. A little bit. Definitely picking up vanilla. There are some hoppy notes there. Light pine. It's actually playing off pretty good. Definitely lime as well. Let's get in the sip.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Bon
Cheers.
voyage.
Uh-oh.
Bon voyage.
I don't know about this one, boys.
Your eyes are telling me a different story. Doesn't look good.
Whoa.
Light-bodied, medium carbonation. Definitely more on the, I'd say, sour spectrum than a NEPA. It's there. You get some hops, but definitely get lime, vanilla, graham cracker a little bit, barely. I'm trying to streamline this, keep the time down. I mean, it's refreshing. It's not really bitter. 7.5%. Not boozy. You do get a little hoppiness, but it's weird. It's kind of off. I feel like it's a little off balance with the vanilla and the graham cracker. I don't know if it's completely melding together, but we'll get back around to that.
True that.
Damn you, Sam. Always trolling me. Cheers, man.
Cheers, Miscellaneous. Thank
Cheers.
you.
Definitely different.
Don't die over there.
Try not to.
See if you get anything else real quick. No? All right. We'll let Thomas show us
Drink air.
Okay.
his beer. Show your beer. Yeah.
I'm gonna show you my beard. No. I don't know if Tanner did one of these. He might. Tanner, East Coast Liquor Reviews, might have done one of these. This is Toppling Goliath Brewing Company beer from their Fresh Batch series. This is their cinnamon roll pastry.
Oh no, I've seen that one though.
Okay, I thought maybe I remember you doing a Fresh Batch or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I've only had an IPA from them. Yeah, it does.
Gotcha. Stay chilling and relaxing. We put no lactose in.
Yeah, I don't think I've had Toppling Black yet.
The dream of the 90s is alive in the Clora. Time to preheat the oven for the bagel-sized pizzas and pull out your jazziest cups. The 90s are back and fresher than ever. Cinnamon roll version of Fresh Batch stokes the fire with notes of fresh baked frosting drizzled cinnamon rolls. PIFB.
Oh,
Right.
Jesus. I thought you said semen rolls. I'm like,
That's there's no lactose in that.
BuMpy.
This is 9.6%. 9.6%. Holy shit. See what it's all about.
Yeah, that's
Right.
delicious.
Let's get some head on that, please.
That looks thick there, Legendary Eric.
Bam. Let's see what it's like. All right, it's got some nice carbonation. It's almost surging towards the top there. What the hell is that? There we go. Yeah, look at all that nice carbonation. Got a nice 2 fingers of head, just about 2 fingers. And it's super dark. You can't, maybe a little bit of ruby red, but hardly any of that. And again, you got a nice frothy carbonation for the head. Pretty good looking. Ooh. Wow, the sticky buns. Sticky buns. Stay with me, people. Sticky buns. Just like the cinnamon roll that has that sticky cinnamon feel in the middle of it. When you open up a cinnamon roll, it really smells just like that fresh cinnamon roll. It really has a fresh baked out of the oven bread kind of or a pastry kind of an aroma to it. You definitely get the icing, the vanilla icing frosting on the top of it. There's a little bit of a chocolatey style note in there. Yes, there's a little bit of I'll go and say somewhere around a French vanilla coffee, but that's sort of what a cinnamon roll almost smells like. Yeah, you're not really looking for much more than that in the nose. You don't even really get much of a fruitiness. So you're getting exactly a cinnamon roll pastry note. So let's just go right for it. I don't detect a lot of alcohol, but let's see what it's like in the taste.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't detect any alcohol. No 9.6.
when my aunt makes cinnamon rolls, she burns them because that's why my dad liked them.
Oh,
So they always have this bit of burnt char.
Bitter.
burned. Maybe that's not the term I would use for it. There's a little bit of it's sort of going, I'm like noticing sort of a smoky aspect to this. Not really big. It's super, maybe it's just like a super roasty, maybe not quite smoky. You're definitely getting a ton of nutmeg and cinnamon as if you put it into your eggnog, those kind of flavors with the vanilla icing. The vanilla frosting note's pretty big. There's a darker chocolate syrup kind of a feel to it. It's not super, it is super sweet initially. It doesn't, that dark chocolate syrup lasts around for a little bit. There's some lingering length to it. There's a little bit of a French vanilla coffee there too towards the end of the sip. It definitely tastes fuller and richer and more alcoholic than it did in the nose, but it's still not a super huge boozy kind of a bomb. It's a pretty full-bodied beer for what it is. I would say medium plus towards full-bodied. It's pretty crisp. It's got a nice carbonation zing. It helps to actually cleanse the palate a little bit. Nice. Is it refreshing? No, not really. But do you want this with ice cream, desserts, some kind of chocolate, like a cinnamon roll? Yeah, sure. Why not? Have that with cinnamon toast crunch or French toast in the morning if you're on vacation. So, yeah, pretty good. I can't complain. I'm wondering what it's going to be like when it warms up some. We'll see. Yeah, it's exactly what you would think, though. So no surprises on that, but pretty good.
Hey, Legendary Eric, what's the date on that can? Because it seems like it's a holiday beer, at least in my opinion.
Boy, you're probably right. This is.
It doesn't matter, but just I guess.
Well, they got a Best Buy of May 21st, 2022.
Oh.
And luckily, they tell you that it was packaged on the 22nd of November, 2021.
Oh, okay.
So not too shabby.
So it's a Thanksgiving beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Sweet.
Ooh, look at that surge. That's
Yes.
interesting. Wow. Looks like it's all in slow mode. All right.
Looks like
I'm doing good
Sandman
now.
putting
We'll see what it's
himself
like
back
later.
together again.
All right.
Thank you, Eric.
Now,
Cheers, man.
Cheers. I've got Charlie in a little box, moving him around, dropping him off. All right.
What is up, everybody? Today, I'm going to be reviewing strawberry jams, and it is from Briggs City Brewing because I've had their beers before, but that was a clad, and that was pretty darn good. If you look at my Instagram stuff a while ago, so let's see. I don't think I ever had this. At least I did look familiar, but I don't know if I ever had it. Because if I did, I think BuMpy would have known. At least that's what I'm hoping. I would have thought. But let's pour this up. Let's see what it looks like. Taste, smell, all that good stuff. Let's see here. Looks like whoa, oh Jesus. That was a good thing I stopped. Wow. That smells really sweet. Kind of smells like the strawberry jam. This would be a perfect New England IPA jam. It smells like peach, but I don't know. Let's see here. We got some wording here. It looks like strawberry jams, double imperial pale ale. It is a ABM, by volume, which is 8% by volume, and it's 1 pint. And keep cold, blah blah blah, the whole 9 yards. So I don't know. But it's also local because, if you see the local bottles, it's local. Right, if it's upside down or on the side.
Independent?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's independent. Normally, I guess if it's upside down, the bottle is independent, but I would
Briggs
figure.
City's independent.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Andrew does know everything. That's what I love about him.
Everything. They're out of Jersey. I can't remember where.
So it doesn't
claim
claim independence when we do your town.
So it does smell now. As I'm smelling it now, it smells like an actual strawberry. Now, time to give it a shot. I don't want to sit there for an hour. Cheers, and see what. And it's nice, dark. Nice little light. Like I said,
Shall we?
one finger head. Let's see what this tastes like. Shall we? Cheers.
Cheers.
Shall
Cheers, bro.
Yeah, that is.
Cheers,
Alex.
Great sweetness. Got a strawberry jam. Got some strawberry. It's a little bit of sour, but more sweetness actually. Actually, no, it's not sour. What the hell? That is sweet. It's not as sweet as another beer that I drank a while ago from Cape May, but it is sweet. The mouthfeel is a little creamy, just a little bit of thickness.
Just the way you like it.
This would be a good beer for a good summer day and all that. Do they brew it with actual strawberries and stuff like that? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe they do. I hope they do.
Yes, they did.
What'd you say, Andrew? Before you said something. But no, this is really good. That's all I'm tasting. It's like strawberry and just a jam, like a tasty sweetness. Now, it's not too dry. It's a little bit of dryness. So it is a very tasty beer. So if you can get, Legendary Andrew might be able to order this, and if you can order from Devore or any other beer site, and if they have it in those sites, that's also we have to remember that. At least I have to remember that, at least, so I can tell people that maybe if they have this brewery in the ordering site of beers, please do. Or if you see it in your store. So, but again, if you can't see it in your store, see if your beer sites like Tavor or something like that, see if they have it sometimes, because I know they have the awesome beers from the legendary Andrew, what he's told me and what I've seen on his channel.
I can't even spell Alex. Holy crap.
Mm.
But yeah, your beer.
Now, it's time for me to shut up. It's very sweet. It's very delicious. Very strawberry forward. And if you can get it, like I said, please do. And let me know what you think of it. I'll get the rating next time around.
Apparently it's got an insane amount of
cheers, Atkins.
Thanks for letting me join.
Strawberry puree and rich vanilla there, Alex. There you go.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm tasting, vanilla then.
Yep.
Caught you drinking trash.
It's not that bad.
Trash is cheap.
Oh, I thought you were drinking it.
It's all right. So today I got Sierra Nevada Narwhal.
Oh.
It says limited edition. This is the 2021 release. Sierra Nevada Brewing Co., Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina. 10.2% alcohol by volume. Where's the package? It's right at the top. Package 9/20/21. It says inspired by the mysterious creature that dwells in the deepest Arctic seas, Narwhal Imperial Stout is midnight black and bold with notes of baker's cocoa and dark roasted coffee. This massive Imperial Stout is incredibly complex and explores the darkest depths of malt flavor. All right. Sounds pretty good. Crack it open. I have left this out for about 15. No, it's been about 30 minutes. Pulled it out around 7:45, so it's still a little chilled, but got my stout glass here. Pour it up. Water in there. All right.
Hell yeah.
Like milk chocolate head. 2.5 finger. Tighten the head, small bubbles, holding some good retention. Kind of a creamy head, nice and creamy, frothy, sticking around. Appearance. Pretty, yeah, I'd say it's pitch black. Some effervescence at the bottom. You hold it up to the light. See, it's got a little bit of like a ruby tint at the bottom. And looks pretty good. Looks like it's going to leave a nice lacing as well, aroma. Dark chocolate. A little bit of roastiness. A little bit of roasted malts, coffee, vanilla. I'd say more on the fig side of like dried fruits. Some caramel. Smells pretty good. It's not like this aroma that's like bursting out of the glass. But smells pretty damn good. Definitely a nice complex aroma. Cheers, guys. I'm gonna go for the taste.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Lunge.
You ever see the barrel aged version of that?
Yeah.
Don't pass it up.
That's good too.
I gotta find the barrel aged version. I don't think I ever had that. I've had that one though.
Super good.
When he's drinking.
I think I've seen that. I think it was like $20 for a 4-pack or something.
Yep. It's worth it. It's high test.
You know, if I find it, I want to do examination with you, Andrew. The barrel age one.
Oh yeah.
Now there is a little bit of like a coffee bitterness on the back end that I'm not extremely fond of. But it's like definitely like that baker's chocolate up front. Vanilla. There's a great mouthfeel though. Creamy consistency, a little bit of like that creamy vanilla with a combination of like sweet caramel. It's kind of reminiscent of like the it's kind of got like that I don't want to say barrel age taste, but more like barrel age feel. Kind of has like the same consistency. Definitely higher in ABV. A little bit of a booziness going down, but not bad. I like it. I think it's more raisin on the palate. Like I said, the only thing that's kind of throwing me off, the coffee note at first was kind of a little bit overpowering, but now that I'm sipping on it a little bit more, I think the other flavors are starting to stand out a little bit more. The coffee flavor is kind of dialing back a little bit, but it's good. I like it. I drink it again. $3 for this 12-ounce bottle. Not bad. 10.2%. I think once I start sipping a little bit more, I'll probably start to get used to that booziness. But yeah, overall, I like it so far. So yeah, whenever we get back around to scoring, I think I'm gonna have a decent score for this. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, Tanner. Cheers. All right. Well, let's bring in Beer Man.
Hey, how's it going? All right. Well, I got one from Freem. It's one of their specialty ones. It's a nectarine golden ale at 7.1%. That's what it looks like. It's got a cork in a cage. It's got a lot of stuff on the bottom, and I went ahead a lot. It's probably like the nectarine stuff, I'm assuming. And it's barrel aged, and it's barrel yeasty too. So real quick, Freem Nectarine Golden Ale is aged in Sauvignon Blanc barrels before we add local flavor, something top nectarines. 6 months later, the resulting aromas of marmalade and citrus and so on and so on. And I'll tell you what it tastes like. I don't like reading those damn labels. It screws me up on my reviews. Yeah, damn. All right. Damn, that smells nectarine. Looks like a hazy. Looking like a hazy there for sure. Poured finger head. Nice white, firm, fluffy head. Very nice. It has a good like there is a good wooden kind of barrel agey-esque kind of thing. Not whiskey, nothing like that. Just that barrel wood component. And it's a very big nectarine, kind of sour nectarines. It has a sweet bite to it, though, in the nose. Kind of candy, but it has that sour wildness. Has kind of a wild funk to it. It's also got kind of a throw-up smell in a way.
Ooh, that's not good.
Like creamy candy nectarine throw-up.
Oh.
It smells footy. Yeah, it's like really weird.
What's the date? What's the date on it?
It's rubbed off. I couldn't really get it there,
It's
but
a
it is
wild
barrel
nose,
aged
all
too.
kinds of
It's a
nose.
barrel aged.
Barrel aged. They're probably bottle conditioned too.
Yeah, it's definitely bottle conditioned.
Well, Beer Man doesn't know.
Red cinnamon on the bottom. So there's stuff floating around inside. It's a highly accelerated carbonated beer. You can't see through it, but it's definitely a straw colored beer. Let's get into the taste. Cheers.
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 Beer Man.
Cheers.
Sour wild style. Yeah, definitely a wild ale, and has kind of a sour nectarine flavor all the way through with that nice barrel forward, barrel-esque kind of woody kind of fooderness. It's got that agey kind of quality to it too. It's got a nice, rich, old school kind of flavor. It's nice. It goes back sour, finishes sour, punchy. It has a nice punchy nectarine kind of bite that goes up around your palate, your tongue, your cheeks, numbs your cheeks a little, numbs your tongue. It has a, I think a lot of the throw up thing was probably coming from maybe really, really like that old kind of nectarine kind of feel, like that citrusy kind of old fruit kind of thing or something. I think that was what I was maybe getting. But it's very nice on the finish. The body is a medium body, kind of a medium body, and just kind of an effervescent kind of mouthfeel, effervescent and somewhat smooth actually as well. It's kind of got both worlds there. Carbonation's a bit high. It's a little bubbly and sparkly. I guess it's not so smooth, huh? That's about what I got there, though. This is definitely an interesting beer, and I like it. So,
Now,
cheers.
what'd you get again? Let's say.
Yeah, I'd get it again. Yeah. I like the style, too. I like Wilds. It's really good.
True that, my brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't have the wafer thing, though. I didn't get wafer.
No wafers.
No wafers. No wafers.
No Quakers.
No wafers.
All right. Thank you, Beer Man.
No semen.
That's
Here, man,
Good.
positive.
Built for sailors.
Cheers, bro.
let's say Josh.
All right. So tonight I have from Imprint. This is the Mexican sickle. Cool can art or bottle art on that.
Yeah, man.
So this is the amped up version of the throat sickle. So it's an imperial stout with marshmallow, Koranitiji cinnamon, ancho, guajillo, chili de orablo, and habanero peppers. 12%. 2022 release. There's really not much on here. It's not even on Beer Advocate. There's only 8 check-ins for this on Untapped. No score. So the throat sickle, the one like the lesser version of this, was 9.4. That one had Carolina Reapers, some pepper I can't pronounce, and Trinidad scorpion peppers. And it said, "Please be careful." So this one's a hotter version of.
Hey, legendary Josh, I have a suggestion for you, even though you didn't already try it yet. Did you try the original one first?
Nope.
So that's good then, because I might ask you one day to try them both, do a side by side, just to see.
Yeah, if I can find it. I know this one just came out back in May, but
Okay, just
so there's really not. It's not even on Beer Advocate, so I don't even. There's really not much.
Well, you'll have to look it up, legendary Josh, or I look it up.
I
Whatever.
think it's the scythe there, Josh.
Appreciate you.
The scythe.
Rice, sickle.
Looks pretty dark though, that's for sure. Jet.
It looks like it's sickle, but
I don't know what a sickle is unless you're talking about an ice cream sickle.
You know the thing that the Grim Reaper holds. It's a sickle. Well, that's a scythe.
Oh, that. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. What are you talking about?
a little bit of a head on there. I didn't really pour it too aggressive. It's already starting to fizz away. A lot of carbonation on it. You can hear it. It's like corn pops or the Rice Krispie treats. A lot of that snap crackle pop.
Oh, gosh. Awesome.
Nice and dark. I am getting some peppers off the nose mixed with that cinnamon.
Any vanilla smell or anything? Or?
No,
That's weird how they say that would be hotter, even though it doesn't have the Carolina Reapers and all the other stuff in it, which seems spicier than what that rundown is.
Yeah, I don't know. It just says warning, extremely hot, and then the other one just said, I guess, please be careful. So, yeah, head fills it out pretty quick. Yeah, I'm getting some of those peppers in there, cinnamon. Don't really smell the booze. No, it's not barrel aged. Doesn't say it's barrel aged. Just an imperial stout. Marshmallow. I guess I'm getting a little bit of that sweetness from the marshmallow. Not really any vanilla, but there's no vanilla in here. But sometimes you get that vanilla from marshmallow aspects. But
True that, legendary Josh. You do that.
yeah. So cheers. Let's see how she tastes.
Please be delicious,
No.
so I can hunt it down. Cheers.
I hope it's spicy as all hell.
Please.
Good luck finding that, Alan.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Well, you'll help me, Eric. Don't worry about that. We'll find it.
We will not find it.
That's hot, dude.
Is it hot?
Is it?
It like lingers in your mouth. Like you get all those peppers right up front, and then with that cinnamon and marshmallow,
It's awesome.
I
Totally
love
chill.
it.
you can like feel it like going down, and like the spiciness, like it's still like I can feel it in my chest still with that one little sip. It's gonna be a lot to finish the bottle. Yeah. So you get all those peppers in there, mixed with that cinnamon. I am picking up a little bit of marshmallow.
Mm,
Um,
that's what you
Yeah,
want, so Josh.
it is very. I mean, it's not like super super hot. I mean, extremely hot. Yeah, there's definitely a big kick of heat to this one for sure. Like I said, I've never had the 9.5 version. But yeah, right off the bat, you get all those peppers. Get a little bit of sweetness. I think the peppers and that cinnamon kind of mixed together. Kind of amps up those peppers together. But it's good. It's not like I wouldn't say it's a drain pour, but it's one of those that you might want to share with other people.
Well, you got your girl there to share with, so
She ain't drinking this.
I think he's talking about Gracie.
no.
Yeah, I can still, even after those couple of sips, I can just.
I wish, but that's not what I'm
in
talking
your
about.
chest, and it goes that spiciness goes right into the pit of your stomach.
Damn.
But still lingers, and still that spiciness is still lingering all throughout my mouth. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting beer.
Where did you get it again?
Oh, I mean that's tough. Maybe I got to get through this one. So
True that.
but like I said, I mean it's not like eye-watering. Like oh my god, I need to.
Right, like it's burning. Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, but you definitely know all those peppers are there, and I mean,
True that.
Direct diarrhea.
yeah.
Keep it up. That's probably true too. Let's not jinx them.
Yeah, you'll
I
find
guess,
that.
I guess it is a good thing they put a warning on it because I mean, yeah, you think the other one would be hotter, but apparently this is
Well, like I said,
one. But I don't think that one had. I don't know. That one didn't have cinnamon in it. The regular one, it just had some peppers, Trinidad, Carolina Reaper. And,
well, you can still try it to do
Yeah.
to do it together to see if you like better.
But yeah, this is definitely an interesting product for sure. I can still feel that heat in my stomach after those couple sips. But yeah, so cheers.
Oh, by the way, Josh, do you have any more bottles of that to store
Cheers.
back to
Mhm.
8?
I only got this one bottle. So
I just want to go to sleep
I might
sometimes.
holler at my guy and see if he might be able to.
But that's okay, Josh. If you can go to that store and they still have it, and you can get a couple, I guess, if they still have it, to age it if you want. Be a good idea.
yeah, maybe. Like I said, I got to get through this one first.
True that, let's say, Josh. True that. And then you can tell me the next day what happened.
Still getting acclimated to it. So, but cheers.
Cheers, Josh.
Cheers, Josh.
I think it's legendary Bumpy's turn. Hell yeah.
Fanboy over there. We got a fanboy.
All right, we got 450 North out of that place in Indiana. Who cares? Columbus. This one's it's a slushy supersize coming in at like 5.3% ABV. So I don't get this whole slushy. Well, they have all these different like the XL, the XXL, the triple XL,
It means it's more thick.
supersize. All of them are like exactly around the same ABV.
Yeah.
Let's do
This
Bumpy,
one's
I
called
think.
Blackberry Cheesecake.
Got that from Manelli.
I got when I visited Anelli, I bought my own.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's say bumpy. It means it's more thickness. I don't know if it means more flavor.
So is the
About
supersize
that. Slushy
the
XL,
thickest?
Slushy XXL.
It
this
should be.
kind
I
of
don't know.
slushy,
I'm just
I don't-
guessing.
I don't understand any of that.
The
I don't
So
know.
it could be.
Cup
So
series.
I haven't had good luck with these cheesecake sours. So we're gonna find
need to
out if
get that
450
cheesecake
North
sour,
did it
no
right.
cheesecake
So
Sounds
blackberry cheesecake. If you guys see the color theme kind of what I've been doing with I'm thinking that's what the color's probably going to look like.
Probably gonna be blur. Yeah.
Blurple.
I don't know. That's what I call. It's like blue, purple, blurple. What do you prefer? Violet, indigo.
Oh,
good.
geez.
Kind of red.
That looks like
Oh,
the
no.
peanut butter and jelly one I had from them, like red.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's got a pinkish head to it. It built up from the bottom. A little bit off. I'm kind of in between there. So we kind of got it almost close. But yeah, it's just magenta purple, pink head. Rocky. Ooh.
Looks like it smells good.
It does have a cheesecake smell.
Exactly. That's what you want. I never had it
And
yet.
cream cheese. So it's graham crackers and cream cheese. Blackberry, graham crackers, cream cheese. It's got that kind of you get the both the graham cracker and the cream cheese, but it makes it smell like a cheesecake. And there's a bit of that blackberry in there. Wow. All right. Well, cheers.
Cheers,
Yeah.
buddy.
Please like it so I can do an examination with you.
Cheers, buddy.
I get it.
Yeah, this one's a thick one.
Told you.
I guess the super size. It's the thickest one I've had from 450 North. Most of them have been kind of like soda pop. Very fizzy and stuff. This one's more like a fuller, creamier mouthfeel. The carbonation is, I didn't even recognize the carbonation. It's there. Yeah, it's like a medium carbonation. It's not as fizzy as the other ones I've had. It's got kind of a more of a tartness to it than I'd say sour, but a little bit of the blackberry. The aromas on it kind of nail that cheesecakiness. The flavors, not so much. Getting the blackberry, getting some type of something else, not really picking up on graham cracker flavors. Yeah, maybe a little bit of like a cream cheese. It does have like this slight, it's like a bitterness or something going on in the finish. Which I'm not finding to be very pleasant, actually, with the aftertaste. It's almost got this, I don't know, it's like not metallic, but it's in that same kind of realm where when I kind of taste something I don't really like.
Damn.
So yeah, the bitterness on it's not the best. And there's no alcohol presence in this. 5.3%. No. Yeah, the aromas outweigh the flavors. That's what I'll say. I'll come up with a score. I'll continue drinking on it, and maybe I'll find some other notes I can talk about. But I think everybody's had their beers. They've drank them and continue to drink them. And we're gonna go ahead and get this little chat going. Free for all.
Hi.
Did we lose somebody?
Oh.
No.
I'm right here still.
No. Okay.
I don't think so.
I
Oh, no,
still
we
can't
Can't
find.
taste the alcohol, but damn it, I lost somebody.
I think the XXL. I think the XXL. I think it does have to do with the thickness of them and stuff like that. The fruits they put in, you know what I mean? Like, because I can't find anything on it. I was looking all over the place. XL. What's XXL? What's this? What's that? And what was yours again, BuMpY? What was the second?
It's a.
The-
What do you mean?
Instead of
It's
instead of
a
XL, what
super
did it say?
size.
Oh, okay.
Super size.
Crazy. Well, it's probably their thing then.
Yeah.
It works. Those are good, man. I like a lot. Oh, most of them are anyway.
Now you pay more.
Years.
You pay more.
It was like $9.99,
Same price.
and then it was in Massachusetts, so there was probably some stupid can tax on top of it. So it was
Yeah.
probably like
That's
$10.50 for a can.
What the hell was that, dude?
I mean, they're good, but I don't know. I just don't see them being that much better than you can get for $5 or $6.
Yeah. No, I've had better ones from
I
other.
don't know. See,
Other
450 is kind of like how a lot of these kind of like RAR is. Like sometimes they make some thick fucking milky fucking
Good ones.
milky
Yeah.
boys, and then some of them are like the one I had the other night where they're kind of thin, but they're still flavorful.
Right.
I think it's like they're
Just like
riding.
how Trillium does it, like they have the daily serving and they have twice the daily serving.
I think they're riding the hype train right now. They're like, we're gonna charge whatever we want because we're popular.
Everyone likes those right now.
They've been around
Yeah.
for a while.
No.
Well, they've overcome a lot of controversy, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
I think I've had my fill of 450 North though, to be like, I kind of know where they're around, and I know that I can get other heavily fruited sours from different breweries that are cheaper, that I enjoy more. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
the
have
nose on this is amazing, but I'll get into a score eventually whenever we get around to it.
Did you have the daily serving when we went to Trillium, or I don't think.
Yeah,
so.
when you weren't looking, I took a sip out of your glass.
That's fine.
Yeah, just kidding.
You guys have had brewing project, right? You've had some brewing project, right?
Yeah, the smoothie.
Yeah. The smoothies. Yeah, they're really good. I like those.
Is that them?
And they're bigger in percentage as well.
Same,
I've never
this
had the
is
brewing
company,
project.
This is a different beer.
Oh, that's something to try, dude. That's the long lines, Drecker and shit like that. Drecker's even hit and miss though. Some of them.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Well, I've been drinking Drecker's smoothies lately, stuff. I have to get more Drecker IPAs. I want to try them because according to Legislative Beer Man, they're
Buy another can.
delicious.
Definitely something to try.
I had to buy it.
Another one is Great Notion. If you can get them, they're.
I want to try that. Legislative Tanner's been doing that too.
Mortalis. Wait till you get some Mortalis.
Mortalis, another, yeah,
You'll,
very good.
you'll think 450's crap after
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean now, Talis? What are you talking about, Andrew?
Another brewing company.
Brewery.
Good. I'll play Columbo on that.
Avon, New York.
That the one that Eric did was
Metalis, right? With Metalis.
Mortalis.
Oh, more with the word more. Okay.
Mortalis.
the one that I gave
Check it
you.
out. Mortalis.
Oh, the dream, yeah.
Yeah, the ice cream one. That was Burley Oak Mortalis collab.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, it was a collab between the two.
One thing that pisses me off the most, man, is when I had a beer from it was a collab from Southern California brewery and then Fort George and another company, and they claimed it was a New England. It was a two-way. It was a three-way. I mean, IPA that I had, but it was a West Coast. This one was a New England style. They have two of them, and I poured it, and it looked like a West Coast, but with a chill haze. I was like, "What in the hell is this, dude?" And I'm like, "This is not a fucking New England." And I drink it down, and it totally tasted like a New England, but it just did not look like
a New England.
Did not at all. Yeah, it turned me off. I was
Well, it looks to be very deceiving sometimes, Legislative Beer Man.
I'd much rather it taste like one than just look like one. But
me too, though. Yeah, I'm glad it tasted good. I am glad it tasted good.
I've had some beers that look like mop water, and they tasted great.
Yes, who knows?
Especially like in them fruited sour, some of those things look funky, dude.
They get all oxidized.
What is
probably
that?
with
Looks
the
like
fruits.
it literally looks like
Probably, yeah.
mop water. I'm like, this is...
Yeah.
No.
I love it, man. I love beer.
It's like a guy on this. He gets home from a date and his buddies are all like, "So how was it?" "Well, she wasn't terrible." You gonna go out with her again? Yeah, because I feel bad.
You'd bump that, right?
That's fucking awesome.
Well, I paid for it. Don't drink it.
Oh,
Say,
think about the girl or the beer.
I will say with the narwhal, it's definitely very reminiscent of like mouthfeel and complexity of a barrel aged stout without being barrel aged. So I can only imagine how good the barrel aged version of this is.
It's like
Both
leather,
are good. Those are
leather
both
to-
good. I
leather,
love
tobacco, coffee,
Yeah, this is
robust
for
roast.
just a regular imperial stout. It's got some better complexity than some bourbon barrel aged stouts I've had. You don't think so?
What?
No,
I didn't say
Eric,
no.
I mean,
Eric shaking his head.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had that beer. If you have any more of that, certainly put that thing away for a little while.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
was amazing when you aged that beer.
This one? Just a
Mhm.
regular
Yeah,
imperial stout?
Yeah,
Regular
man.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, save that and also get the barrel age because I never had the barrel age yet. I don't think, but I've had the original. I know that for a fact.
As well as their barley wine they have is the
I'll
other
hunt
one.
that down too. Hey,
Another
Beer
one
Man,
that
you're really
they
keeping
should-
everybody busy tonight.
The
Got a mixed experience is a big
Cheers.
that Founder's Nemesis
Cheers.
came out pretty good yesterday. I was drinking that on Josh's stream. That actually worked out pretty well. It definitely calmed down a lot. The Nemesis.
I've never had that.
There's one place that's got a bunch of them.
I never had the Nemesis. I've had.
I know where it's at. Nobody's buying it. That's
Don't
why
think I
it's sitting there.
Maybe I have. I got it at Total Wine, maybe.
No, this is at like the gastro pub.
Mm.
Some little
I've
hole in the
never
wall
had the.
place.
I've had the
And they
what's it
sell
called?
they sell bottles and they sell draft and they have food there.
I've had the
Like,
eyeball
tables,
drifter.
ball. I think they have a couple arcade machines.
Dude, barley wine is one of those styles that more people need to do.
Yeah.
I don't know
Barley
why.
wine's good too.
Wheat wine is what more
I
styles.
don't know why it's such a. It's like a style that everybody seems to just
I'm
steer
old.
away from.
What?
No, but
The
Yeah,
no,
dude.
barley wine
There's
beers
plenty
are
of barley
good.
wines out there.
What about a rye wine?
I've had
Those are
barley
like-
wine beers.
I think
They're
really
good.
Every time I go back, see the thing is with barley
Write
wine,
that down,
they're
here,
like-
man.
barley wines are like imperial stouts to me, where
You
I
can
don't like
age
to drink
Could be
them
on
all
some.
the time. I don't like to drink them every day.
You
But every
can.
time I go back to one of them, barley wine or imperial stout, I'm like, I appreciate this style. I'm glad I only have this every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love barley wines and wheat wines too, man. Those are.
I probably had more phenomenal wheat wines for the amount. So if you do per capita versus barley wines, because I've had a lot of different barley wines, but I've only had probably 5 wheat wines in my life. And I think
I've
there's
had-
only one
I've had
that
like
like I
2 or
really
3.
didn't care for all that much.
I think I've had 2 or 3. It's like you can't find them anymore.
barley wines are good beers though.
Wheat wine, or if you do run across it, it's like they want your arm and like an arm and a leg for it. Like, oh, I want to get that, but I don't
You
want to pay
better,
for it.
Spicy beers.
better have extra money, otherwise you would be paying for it.
If you have I used to have
I'll
problems
pass
saying
on stuff, if I
saying
think it's
the word-
overpriced or too expensive, I just won't have it.
True that.
Let it sit there. Maybe it's for the best.
Yep, maybe it's for the best, for the better. Who knows?
I mean, that's like your experience with like the barrel aged Rasputin, Tanner. You were like,
Yeah.
it really wasn't worth it.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't know until you actually try it.
Exactly right.
Let's say, Andrew, you don't know until you actually put it on your palate. Oh,
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Now, do you think a lot of people don't make barley wines because it's a harder style to do
Takes
well?
a lot of stuff to make a barley
Yeah.
wine.
Probably a harder style to actually get right. It's probably why a lot of people don't do it.
Yep.
They're big.
They're
They're
drunk
big
one
ones.
that barley wine when he was
Yeah.
super, dude.
You gotta have the right equipment for that kind of big beer,
Yeah.
or a bigger system for that kind of big beer.
Yeah, because you gotta get a lot of grains in there.
Pretty sure Beer Man will be doing that soon.
And like, if you only have like,
In small portions,
yeah, I guess.
I swear I said that name too loud.
3-gallon batches.
Yeah, make some barley wines, bottle them up in some big bomber bottles, and set them aside for a year or so.
Oh man, yeah, dude. Now you're talking. Sounds good.
I
Boy,
gotta make a barley wine again. I did it years ago,
Nice.
and the last bottle I had from that homebrew was the best, and it was because it was 2 years old because I forgot about it. I had it hidden in the cupboard.
I wouldn't be.
I thought it was all
awesome.
empties, and I'm taking out all the empties to kind of recycle to get rid of them because I'm like I'm not bottling anymore. That's why I got the in the kegging. And I found
I wouldn't be
I'm
surprised.
taking them all out, and I pulled one out from the back. I'm like, it's full.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's great.
BuMpy, I wouldn't be surprised if you have more of those bottles somewhere around your house again somewhere.
Tucked away somewhere under the house.
oh, and
Never know. You, BuMpy. You're full of surprise.
Did you make American or an English, or you like the English, right?
It was one I tweaked it a little bit, but I copied it for the most part out of a book from Dogfish Head. Yeah. So I called it Raisin Cane.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I brewed it on Halloween one year, and you use actual raisins. I used golden raisins in it. There was brown sugar, stuff like that, all added to it, help boost up the ABV and give it the color, stuff like that, and the flavor too.
Golden rain.
Yeah, it was a nice one. It was sweet. Definitely got the raisin notes and some good plum and
Oh, that sounds good.
a
Dude.
little bit of sweet brown sugar, just a touch.
Do you know what the percentage was of it, or
Yeah, it was 11.5%.
He said,
Oh, all right, cool.
Golden rain. I don't know why that.
no, not Golden Rain. No,
Hey,
no.
Hey, let's say BuMpy. Can you make the Trish the dish again? Because that was good. I really liked it.
Trish the dish?
I can't make it again.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I can't make it again.
Why?
Because I forgot what wine I used.
Oh, well, that's not gonna. That won't help you. But I don't care. Honestly, I don't care what wine you use as long as we like it. Let me tell you.
I got a loop there. What are you talking about?
I'm easy to please, Legendary BuMpy. You should know that.
Right. We can get you set up on a dating site. That could be your.
I mean,
Easy to
I'm
please.
really gonna BuMpy. Oh,
I agree, Sam. I agree. For sure. I like the West.
love you, BuMpy, but it's the truth, though.
Or
I
the
want you to do that again. I will be on you until you do it. Just a
Whoa.
moment.
American style ones.
Gotta have fun with you, BuMpy. But I know for a fact that you can make that stout that's behind you that's in that keg, though, again, because that's probably not that hard. The one that I drank last year. That was good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know for a fact you can make that again. 'Cause that stuff's good.
Yeah, that means I'd have to buy that friggin' bourbon again that I don't want to.
Well, is it expensive, Legendary BuMpy?
Yeah, it was like
Alex can buy you the bourbon, and then you can brew
$45
beer.
bourbon.
Oh yeah, I could probably do. If I save up some money, I could get
Knob
the
Creek maple bourbon.
Ooh, Mouth Creek. I guess I'll have to look that up.
Nah,
Well,
Mouth Creek, Knob Creek.
Keep your knob out of your mouth.
Mouth Creek.
No,
Yeah.
but seriously, when
agree with that.
if you send me a picture, I'll look for it because I want to try that bourbon. That sounds good, and also get the bourbon so you can make it because that'll be cool. So I can
Excuse
do it again.
Do you guys know Mouth Creek?
Yeah, that's what I thought he said. I
Mouth
mean,
Creek. Beer man.
all right.
You got Beer Man stitches over
I
there.
made a mistake. That's what I thought BuMpy said. I'm a little deaf sometimes.
My wife says I mumble, so
Okay.
it's
No, I can hear you, but I'm a little deaf sometimes.
All right.
Ear out your ear.
Gotta have fun.
Yes, you do.
I can't think of any questions, man.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything either.
I'm
It's all
over.
right.
I'm
I'm
over
just
this
writing
beer.
down a score.
Barely keep my my shit together.
I'm
over
basically
here,
over
dog.
this beer that I'm
Unlucky.
drinking. I'm not. I'm becoming less of a fan of the cinnamon roll pastry stout. It's becoming pretty cloyingly sweet to me. And then there's this French vanilla flavor that almost goes into the higher ABV notes that are kind of. And then plus, it feels like it's probably about 700 calories. So like it's a heavy weighing hitter there. It started out really nice, like it was going to be pretty good, but I think this is actually one you might want to drink ice cold and get those desserty flavors instead of dessert that's warm. If that makes any sense. But yeah, I don't know. This is gonna get the best score I can give it. But yeah, save some money. Get I don't know. Get something else.
I have a question.
Ooh,
It's kind of late though. I don't know if you want to go.
I don't care, guys. Let's say beer
56
man.
minutes, man.
Let's say Bumpy doesn't.
Oh,
Oh, this show hasn't been an hour in a couple.
Eh,
yeah,
It goes for an hour and a half. So you have a question?
yeah. I do.
Yeah, let me bring you up. We'll do it. We're going to the question, people. The question. The
please
panel
let
answer.
him do it.
All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the question. As soon as I can figure out what the hell I'm doing. This. Beer man. Ask.
Hey, all right. So, question. I was just thinking. Okay, I'm starting to get into brewing, right? And I'm trying to think of like what's going to be the next style. So, what do you guys think is going to be the next style, the next thing that you're looking for in the future? What is something that you think would be something that the brewers are going to start brewing in this day and age, in this time? Besides sours and fruited sours and all that, what do you think the next beer is going to be? Just an imaginatory thing, like
Something that's not already created.
something not created, maybe a collaboration of different styles, maybe not a cuvee, but like what do you think is on the minds of the brewers today in this day and age? I'm just kind of curious.
Good
I
thing.
mean,
All
it
right,
could be
well,
anything. It could be anything.
Anything you can think of.
Well, I mean, let's say
A
beer man
kombucha
could
mix.
be.
Or
It could be
craft beer.
okay, let's say
Kombucha.
Josh.
You go with me. I have no idea.
You're on the top, bro.
I don't know.
Thank God
A
it
style
wasn't
that's
me.
never been created. I don't know. Hot beers. Well, that's already a thing. I don't know.
I don't know what hasn't been created, to be honest.
I don't know either.
I don't know that.
Just getting our minds working.
I don't have an answer for that.
no answer from Jeff.
Okay, then what do you like? What's your favorite style?
There we go.
And what do you think you could do with that in the future with a brewer? What do you think a brewer would do with that?
Go ahead, let's do it.
Well, I mean, I like
Make it
IPAs,
better.
but there's all different. They already have like milkshake IPAs and sour IPAs and black IPAs and
It's all out. It's like trying to find a domain name.
Yeah,
You're
but
like,
you could do a cloud with them too, let's say Josh.
Kind of.
Well, that might sound new or innovative potentially.
Like Beer Man
Innovation, yeah.
Beer Man said more on like the brewer side, like what do you think breweries are trying to make more of? But it's also like they're thinking, hey, let me think of the average person who buys beer often. What are they looking for?
Yeah, exactly.
So like what beer are you looking to see more of? I guess it's pretty much
a
the
style.
same question, kind of, I guess. Yeah.
Like a more elaboration of the style you already like. Like, what do you think? Say you like a stout. What do you think? And I know they have pastry stouts. I know they have imperial stouts. I know they have barrel aged. I know this, that. But like, what do you think you could add more to that style that you like to make it better in the future for our palates? Drinkable, and more fruit, more chocolate, more adjuncts, more. I mean, they already do that, but yeah, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
It is kind of hard.
Sorry, guys. I was
Man.
just hit me.
Way to break the panel, Beer man.
Oh my god, dude!
I'm
Sorry.
ready, Doug. I know exactly what.
Josh has died of dysentery.
Beer
I
Man's a
don't know
hero.
I don't know what more you could do, to be honest with you, with
He's a
IPAs.
saint.
I mean, there's already all
What's a
kinds.
style that isn't big
Oh boy.
that they can make bigger and taste better? How about that?
Barley wines? I mean, that's what I'm getting at.
Maybe.
An unpopular style that they can make bigger. There's a question, and you can also answer the other one if you want. But I'm just saying. Just trying.
I mean, well, I guess everyone builds pilsners and lagers, but
Oh yeah.
I don't really drink now.
Oh yeah,
I got a funky one. I think me and Miscellaneous talked about
Yeah,
this.
I don't have an answer.
no.
That is understandable.
Yeah.
All right.
No answer.
Last beer.
No answer from last beer.
Wah.
Bam.
Thanks for playing along.
I tried.
Legendary.
All right. So, I've thought about this in the past. So, like a mix between like a Rausch beer and like a lighter sour, like a Berliner Weiss or a Goza or something like that, might be an interesting turnout. You might not have to smoke it as much as like the malts as much as you would like a regular Rausch beer, but you get what I'm saying. Maybe a little smoky with the sour, tart. I don't know. Could be refreshing.
Definitely.
Never know.
You never know. That's just it. Yep.
It's weird. There's tons of stuff that go together, but they don't. I have started seeing these companies putting out these cuvee. They're making these cuvee type beers a lot and bottling them, starting to pick up, which I think is great because there are definitely styles that blend well together. Like you get like a nice raspberry porter or stout or something, and then you add like a nice chocolate stout or porter, and then have get like a raspberry creek or lambic.
Mhm.
Obviously lighter on the lambic, heavier on the stout, but that works. It works great. There's tons of them. That beer we had from Boulevard,
Mm.
the cuvee one was good. Their barley wine stout, that's different. Maybe smoked barley wine. I don't think I've ever seen one of those. Smoky wheat wine. It's all kinds of weird stuff out there. I don't know if they've dabbled in or not, but it's got to really kind of think out of the box for that one.
I don't think you remember the conversation we had before, so
That's probably true.
that's good.
All right.
Well, you'll see the beans here in a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see what Eric thinks.
You got all these light lagers, session IPAs, seltzer beers or seltzer waters, I guess. What is there any? I suppose you could say a porter and some certain kinds of stouts. I suppose
That would be
but
cool.
maybe people want to. Maybe some trend is going to be lighter sessionable again, and why not like a session stout or a session porter? Give you some even lower. It's going to be hard to give you the same malty experience as you were going to get from a stout, but wouldn't that be a thing if some brewer actually did it? Giving you a really good malty experience for little amounts of calories and little amounts of ABV in case you want to. I don't know. You like dark beers, but you can't necessarily really beyond maybe something like a Guinness. It's kind of hard to session those kind of beers. Maybe that could be a trend that somebody could start a session stout.
That would be cool. I think there might have been a session stout. I don't remember what it was.
Because we all can't just be drinking these imperial stouts all the time, like when I'm drinking. It's very filling. It's very sweet. It's very.
But that's what people like, Legendary Art.
Yeah, and they like those. They like those sour beers too. So thinking outside. That seems fucking outside the box. Going to be a session stout.
All right. Nice. Thank you, Eric.
You got it.
Let's hear this guy's thoughts. Oh wait, no, Alex Beermaster's thoughts.
I don't care if you call me the guy's butt, Alex Beermaster. I love you, BuMpY, just the same. Appreciate you.
Oh,
Well, honestly, as of right now, they have done so much stuff, and it's been delicious ever since. What idea would it be a good idea? Black and tan has already been invented.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe a sour black and tan. What do you think about that, guys? Can I have?
A sour and a stout.
Yeah. Hey, there could be trends. I don't know. There's sours everywhere anyway. You might as well.
It definitely would depend on like what fruits you would do. So
Right, exactly. You want some fruits. Exactly.
You could do like a sour strawberry beer.
Ooh.
But it's like a stout, so it's got like chocolatey notes. So it's like a strawberry chocolate kind of style.
Right. So you have your sweetness with it, and you have some sour with it, if you like it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's like a new brew.
Yeah, a sour brown and a new brew.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's a new brew, but that's
Oud
what,
brew.
that's what popped in my head.
New brew.
Nice.
So maybe
Yeah,
BuMpY, could
But
be.
this is a question you can't really go wrong with unless you're Josh.
Right.
You don't answer.
I mean, I will say this. There's one person that might want to test it out. It's called Bumpy Road Brewery. And we can all try those beers. Did I say that too loud? I think I did.
Yeah, you're pretty
All
right.
right, it's time to get him off the screen. All right.
Hey,
Damn.
Bumpy,
Unless you're gonna buy him a whole nother brew rig.
go ahead, Tanner. I'm just joking around, Bumpy.
It's not necessarily new because I've had them before, but I'd like to see me and Miscellaneous. So we did the Rate That Beer when I came back from the festival that I went to, and I had a barrel. It was a wine barrel aged Goza. So I'd like to see more barrel aged sours and stuff like that because I feel like the one that I had was decent, but I think it was like a little too much. But I definitely think that that's an odd style that could be very popular. And then also more sour IPAs, like the Phantom Fist, like the one with the juniper berries that I had BuMpY try. That was really good. I did enjoy that. And I feel like those sour IPAs, like a sour New England IPA, where you take like a heavily fruited sour.
Yeah, now I remember.
Yeah. You know, you take like a heavily fruited sour and you like combine it with just like a really good New England IPA. I think that would actually work out pretty well. But yeah, I think BuMpY's frozen.
BuMpY! You guys be stuck on Tanner forever.
Bumpy, you there? I don't think he's here.
He's like that Disney movie. He's frozen.
No, Tanner, keep us entertained until he gets back.
Well,
What's
let's see
new?
Bumpy
Rhode
message.
Island Brewing.
Hi, Tanner.
What's new in the Rhode Island beer scene that I haven't heard of?
I definitely think that we should, even with like what Alex is saying, I think that they should start to take different styles and combine them together. It's not a terrible idea at all. I definitely think that's a pretty good idea. Take what's popular, try to combine it, see if it works, and if it doesn't, then
You go back to the drawing board.
Or like maybe like a smoke. I don't know, man. I'm always on because nobody does a lot of smoke beers, and there's so many different styles that nobody's done.
Smoky is so hard to work. I've had a couple smoke
It's gotta
beers.
be right.
Some of them are just like they're just like they come off like burnt rubber and like tarry. And
now I have to wait until it comes back up.
Oh, there's BuMpY. We hear him live. Thank you, Alex, probably, right?
Oh, there you
Fine,
go.
Alex.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
What about a smoked smoothie?
Ooh,
Wow,
That's different. Yeah.
might be lactose, maybe.
Hey, smoked smoothie. And roll up the tongue.
Nice. So now is it my turn? Did Tanner finish?
Hello?
Nope, he's got to say it all over because you're
yeah,
doing
good.
All right.
No. I mean, look at
Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know what it is with my
I know.
internet here, but yeah, you pay for it and you get booted off every night. Pretty much, it's great.
Yeah.
Every night, Bumpy. You try. Appreciate you.
Wow. No.
Geez, what am I? I'm kind of on the path of brewers being more Cicerone-like and trying to brew beers that they feel will match up with food better. You kind of saw that with I think the Italian Pilsner when that came out like a few years back.
That would
The
be
more
good.
crafty kind. I mean, I know that there was Pilsners and stuff brewed in Italy before, but they had this kind of almost flavor note to them. It was like they were choosing hops that kind of would match up with Italian style cuisine. So I see something like that, maybe even mixing a couple different flavor notes. Miscellaneous brought up the Rausch beers, the smokiness. You know, you got barbecue and stuff, and I think that's pretty popular. You got a lot of barbecue channels out there and stuff. So kind of smokier foods. You got certain beers that do match up with that. So maybe stuff with some smoke. You know, we do have an IPA. I'm sure there's not a lot of these out there. I've never seen any more than the one that I've had from the one brewery here in New Hampshire, and it was a smoked IPA. So it was called Burn the Ships. From I wish I could remember the name of the brewery right now, but it's slipping my mind. Anyways, yeah, it was a decent like a kind of a West Coast, or at least a standard American IPA that just had some smoky character to it, and it worked really well. So I could see stuff like that kind of rolling out. Maybe the sours have been so big as well. You're always finding different things with that, and they even have the sour stouts out there and stuff like, you know, John and I did a sour brown. I think it was a brown, and then I had a sour stout from Robert, the Whiskey Scout, had sent that to me from the brewery there, and it was different. It was interesting. So maybe like an imperial pilsner that's got some sourness to it or some smokiness to it. Things like that. I just think kind of mixing some odd culture stuff that you can find that just blends with food well, and kind of taking certain styles that have yet to have those really added to them. So either smoke or sourness, possibly being something that comes about.
What about like a bourbon
with
barrel
food in
bourbon
mind.
barrel aged Roush beer would probably be good. Add a vanilla note and some stuff in like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at like a brown ales that says goes good with barbecue. You know, some why not like a smoky brown ale?
Smoky brown.
I think was that what Alex was talking about or something too. So I think somebody mentioned something like that.
Oh.
But yeah,
Cool.
we'll see. We will see what the future brings. But first, Beerman's going to answer his own question.
Oh yeah. So I'm thinking. I've been writing. I had some time, thank God, because I wouldn't have done this on the spot. Hard kombucha and puree stout, or something like that, or an amber puree, or a spicy New England IPA. I think they might have those already. New England style amber, a brewed IPA that could be more England like, New England like. Like a New English brewed IPA, bringing that the vinniness in with that New England kind of aromatic flavor.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, like an amber with a nice dank resinous, a pureed amber with a nice dank resinous hoppiness, cryo hops, concentrated, CBD heavy even. Like totally getting into the marijuana world even with all this.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been doing that, but accentuated on it more. You know, milkshake IPAs, you could even accentuate those more and make them more likable, because those get really boozy, and a lot of them are. You know, and they can make them a little more drinkable, a little more presentable. I love milkshake IPAs.
Legendary Beerman, you've had Drecker's milkshake. That does, as far as I know.
I haven't had Drecker's milkshake IPA.
No,
I haven't had a milkshake IPA from Drecker yet.
Milkshake IPAs are actually.
Oh, me Beerman.
Wow, I didn't know they had one.
Reason they had like the short bursts of like milkshake IPA, and now I can't find them anymore.
They need to make more of them. And,
Yeah.
They're very
They're-
delicious.
they
Especially
get really boozy though. They need to work on them to where they're more drinkable for the palate. You know, I think drinkability, like BuMpy even said, like with food and stuff like that. You know, the
Yeah.
matching.
I had a beer. It was called Kegnog, and it was an eggnog milkshake IPA.
Oof.
Oh my god,
It was
that
actually
sounds
really
kind of good.
It was actually really good. Yeah.
Sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I guess that's why I like this question, because it was you know, there's so many. It's like art, you know. When you're brewing beer, when you're putting a recipe together, you're thinking of all these things that nobody's, especially in the commercial field. You know, I'm not selling beer or anything, but you know, someone wants to sell it. They're looking at the audience, like what Tanner said. You know, like it's what people want. It's what, yeah. So, it's just interesting to see you guys' reactions to that. So,
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Legendary Beer Man. It's one of the Purge series, Drecker, and it's the milkshake Purge, strawberry milkshake or something like that. That is very.
That sounds fabulous, dude.
It is very
Yeah.
good, but keep an eye on your stomach because it can get you going.
I'm sure it does. Yeah. A little bit of diarrhea punch in the morning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like to say that, but that's true. But it's delicious.
So if you guys want to go around in any fashion, just any last thoughts on your beer, give your
Right there.
beer a score if you'd like to, and any promos, shout outs you'd like to do.
That's the pert.
Yeah, that's the milkshake.
We're all waiting on
That
Alex.
is the milkshake.
So he's had the
Milkshake beer.
Yes.
they're an IPA though.
I don't think it's an IPA. It's a milkshake style beer, but yeah,
Exactly.
sorry.
It's definitely like a milkshake. Mark my words.
I'll give Narwhal a. I like it. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it a 95. When it warmed up, it definitely was. It was actually more drinkable once it started to warm up. I like it. It's got a decent complexity for not being bourbon barrel aged, and like I said, it's kind of one of those beers where it's like they have a better variant of this, but I'm also kind of wary because I did have Old Rasputin, and I had barrel aged Old Rasputin, and the Old Rasputin still was just like a winner for me over the barrel aged. Well, I've heard other people say that the barrel aged version of this was even better. And I'm going to take everyone's word for it. I'm definitely going to try it out myself.
True that. Legendary
I like it. $3 for a
Boozy.
bottle.
It's a good nightcapper.
That's fine. Yeah. What do you guys do? Do you know the ABV by any chance, Miss Lance? Like 12, 13 maybe?
I don't know. I think last times I seen cans of that around, they were from I think
9.5.
2018.
Oh, so that.
I don't know if there's. I haven't seen any newer.
Because sometimes they do that where it's like a bourbon barrel age isn't even a higher ABV when you would think it would be.
I don't know. I don't know if it was as high as that 1050 I sent the drunk one.
Oh, okay.
And that
Yeah,
was
this is,
12.
This is 10.
9, I think.
I'll look it up afterwards. But yeah, 95 for me for the beer that I had tonight. Definitely very enjoyable.
I want to say like 11 or high 11s.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. I can get some. So maybe next new brew I'll bring the barrel aged version. That'll be cool. Yeah, so promos. Wednesday I'll be doing Will It Mix, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Bring any type of alcoholic beverage that you want to mix with whatever else. Do a cuvee of beers. You could take any liquor, mix it with whatever other type of liquid, as long as you're mixing something. Yeah, just hop on, have a good time. You can review what you want, but it's pretty much just laid back, open bar, live, hang out. Then Saturday I do my Rate That Beer. Come on the show, bring any type of beer you want. You can do a revisit, so it's pretty open. And shout outs for other people. I will shout out Dan and Mike from FLX Beer Reviews. They do a great job doing beer reviews. Mike has been commenting on my videos, which is awesome. I'd like to meet him on maybe an off air or even on a live. But Dan's been hanging out on my lives and stuff and chatting up with us in the hangouts as well. And they're definitely really cool dudes.
Hey, Legendary, Tanner, I've met Dan.
Just what's it say, Bumpy?
I
I
never met
know my damn camera.
Can't see it.
I got the same.
11.9% for the barrel.
Yeah,
age.
there we
Tanner.
go.
I never met. I met Dan a few times. Which he's cool
Yeah,
beans. I never
absolutely.
met his partner, his friend.
Yeah, dude,
No.
I passed out drinking those a couple of
Not
times.
yet, anyway.
True
Yeah,
story.
go
My
check out their channel. Awesome dudes. And yeah, thanks for having me tonight, Bumpy. I always look forward to New Brew, as you know. Cheers, man.
Appreciate you, Tanner.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers, Tanner.
Thanks for being here.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Tanner, we still need to do examinations together. We don't get a chance to do that yet.
I think I was holding the vape up and the juice poured on my shirt.
Tanner, I said we still need to do examinations together. We haven't done
Yeah, I
it.
know. That's why I made that group so we could set it up.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're in it. You're in it. I made sure you were in it, Alex. Don't
What,
worry.
I'll ask you.
Yeah, it's called beer examination.
Oh.
I think everybody on here is in it.
All
Should
right,
be
let's get to Eric next.
I'm gonna give my beer an 80, I think, out of 100. It's a little. I know this is the worst rated Tough Goliath I can think of. It's the pastry stout, cinnamon roll pastry stout. It's a little, again, like I was saying before, we did some open air chit chatting there a couple minutes ago. It's a little, as it warms up, it actually somehow gets it's more malty, but it's way more sweet. It's way more cinnamon. There's way more of this French vanilla kind of aspect to it, and I'm getting a little bit more of the alcohol presence at this point. There's some really sharp, pointy. I don't know how to describe it. Like right at the top of the tongue, there's some kind of sharp, pointy bitterness, and it feels like it's about 780 calories. So it's kind of, if it's not the alcohol, which it doesn't really bother me at 9.5 or 6 or whatever it is, but if it's not the alcohol, the beer and the calories are going to put me on my butt right to bed. So not the world's most drinkable imperial stout. I would rather drink Tanner's beer any day of the goddamn week, but this is what New Brew is all about. You at least what I like to do is to buy the single beer and give it a whirl and a try, and there are definitely better beers to my palate that cost a little less money, and I get way more satisfaction out of it. So an 80. I would still recommend you try it, but yeah, not for me. Not really. 80. And if you want to go and have some fun and review a beer, wine, or a spirit, and just make sure you're not a douche, you can come on to the Masters of Beer Reviews and Company Wildcard Wednesday on the Thomas Metal 75 channel of YouTube every Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern Time. I will have for everybody here is going to know where to get the link, but for everybody else that's watching that may want to join up on the panel, I have my email address on the screen if you want to email and join up that way, just to keep out some of the riff. Then feel free to email. I'll be checking it periodically, and we'll let you in. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, man.
All right. Swamphead Brewery, Key Lime, Sour Nipa. As it warmed up, I got a little bit of hoppy notes. To be honest with you, I definitely think this product is mislabeled. It's definitely more sour than anything. Reminiscent slightly of like a dry hop sour. That's probably what I would have called this. Flavors were all right. I mean, you got the lime, you got the vanilla, lactose. I don't know. It's definitely sugary, left a really hazy, sugary film inside. Like very, very sticky. So I'd assume it's pretty sugary for 7.5%. I don't know. I'd probably score this for what they call it, a sour Nipa. I don't know. I'd probably score this at we're gonna go 8. I feel like that's generous.
80.
8.0 for what they're calling this.
So
Does it taste good?
4.0.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yep.
I just think that it's mislabeled. They shouldn't call it that. That being said, it's still drinkable. Doesn't taste bad. Just, it's hard when you I don't know. I feel like when you mislabel stuff and you're like, oh, we're going to have one of these, and then you have it, and you're like, oh, well, it's not what that is. So, yeah. You lose points for that, in my opinion. So, anyways, Thursday night will be the Thursday night beer session. Not sure what I'm doing yet. Probably review a couple products or put 2 beers up against each other that I have in the stash. Yeah. Other than that, give a shout out to Ridgeopolis. Go check him out. He's been, me and him did a video. Been hanging out in the chat a lot. Always leaves comments on my stuff. So, yeah. Other than that, I think most everybody's here can cover the board. Go check out Leprechaun TV right after my show Thursday at 9 o'clock for the hot seat or whatever is going on. Barbecue banner, interviews, restaurant talk, recipes, cooking. Oh, and Joey, go check him out too. He just got monetized. Congrats, bro.
Yeah.
Congrats,
You're
man.
talking about Joey from Beer Patrol, right?
No, Joey's
Square
Square
Table.
Table Degenerates.
From Ohio.
Oh, Joey Edibles. Okay, I didn't know
There
that.
you go.
Awesome Beans. He's a good guy too. Joe that
Yes,
show.
he is.
Just not the first Joey you think of, huh?
Well, no, because he was live a couple hours ago. But yeah, Joey Edibles. He's cool. He's a cool.
Yeah,
dude.
now he's a zombie.
Joey Edibles is zombie.
That's it for me, folks.
Harmony.
All right.
No harm. Just joking around, Joey Edibles. We're just joking around. So to make sure.
Nice.
Yeah. Stay out of my house. All right.
But
Well,
yeah,
Alex, you're
Yes.
talking. You got any stuff you want to talk about, like a
You
100
skip
score or
Josh.
anything like that?
what'd you say?
Well, we're just going in kind of random. But yeah, if Josh wants to go, doesn't matter.
No.
Good, let's say Josh.
I was gonna say
You-
Beer Man hasn't
you-
gone either. I think we're just going around. Whoever wants to
Oh,
Yeah.
speak up first.
okay. Beer and Cheese Tuesdays is an open table at 8 o'clock Eastern. So bring what you'd like. Wednesday will be Mr. T or A Team's theme. I had a hard time with this one, so just so you know, if you have a hard time with it too, just go ahead and bring your shit up, and we'll do it. 6 o'clock Eastern Wednesday. I think I have a video going up Thursday. I'm not sure. And did a water test last night, and it went like shit. It was terrible. So I got a lot of things to fix on my system. That's all I got to say about that. But you really find out what's wrong once you start doing stuff. You're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or I shouldn't have bought that, or I shouldn't have put it up that way, or whatever.
Well, it's good to test it out versus jumping right in because you could have been doing a mash and had it leaking. or
Oh,
something.
dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it would have been terrible. So, but that's it. Cheers, guys. I don't really, I mean, I could shout out a couple people like I've always been doing. Dickie's Beer Reviews. He's a great dude. Check him out. And that Metal Guy 1983 is a pretty cool dude as well. So I like them. They're nice. So cool. Cheers. Thanks, BuMpY, man. Appreciate you.
Cheers. Thanks, man.
Well, me, we're going to be doing Food Friday. We're going to be doing cornbread and beer.
Whoa.
And obviously, you all know, like Sir Andrew's been on it. My new show. Well, I say new show, but I've done it before. But it's a new show called Alex and Friends around 11 o'clock or 11:30, whatever. Sometimes 10:30, but it's mainly 11 o'clock, 11:30. So if you see the thing come up, I'll send you the link, and it'll be that way. Now, Food Friday, it'll be 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So get your cornbread and your beers, all that good stuff. Same with Alex and Friends beer or whatever. Doesn't matter. Just hanging out. And I'm not going to do any music because the last video is still there. The video before that is still there, but not there to you to watch. I would have to send you a link or something.
Oh, jeez.
As the legendary Andrew has said. Obviously, legendary Andrew can explain that to you
Blocked.
too.
You are the only person that can watch that video.
Right. So thank you, legendary.
Write it off, Alex. It's done.
Right.
It's dead.
I am writing off, but at least I can watch it. But the other video you can watch, even though it's copyrighted, it's still in the world. So you're good. So enjoy that video. But so that's what's going on with that. So I have my Food Friday and my Alex and Friends, and enjoy that, please. So,
All right.
You know what I mean?
What are you going to score the beer?
The beer, I'm going to give it. I jumped ahead, but hey, my brain gets crazy sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I get excited. The beer, I'll give it 92. I'll give it 93 because it's a good beer. It's very good. So if you can get strawberry jams from Brew City Brewing, I'll show you the name first. There you go. So you can see it because I always seem to rush it. And now you'll have to try to find that beer right there. And that's it. Again, but I've this is my actual first beer, or I think, with the actual brewery. I have drank beers with the brewery before, but it was a Clad, and it was pretty tasty. It was like a New England IPA, I believe. But I think it was Brew City Brewing. Oh, I remember now. Brew City Brewing and Modified. That's how I came across Modified. That's why I have the Modified beers. So that was my first time having actually Modified beer, but I didn't put it on Instagram or Facebook yet. But that's actually because I think you guys seen it last year. I think it was last Monday or whatever. But yeah, so this is obviously my first time drinking an actual Briggs brewery without being a Clad, even though they're delicious either way. I mean, obviously, we all had that experience. We drink the special beers, and then you drink the actual beer from the brewery instead of a Clad version of it. But either way, it's delicious. So
good.
That's all I gotta say. And I've already did my shout outs because I rushed that. Now it's time for me to shut up
and let Josh
guys
speak.
Yes. Cheers. Josh?
That's if he wants to speak. Not about forcing people.
I know, BuMpy. I'm having fun with you.
I think you're double muted there, Josh.
Just having fun with you.
I think you're
We can't hear you, Josh.
Bro.
Maybe he's not speaking.
He's double muted, probably.
Yeah,
You always do that.
Oh, I am.
There we go.
This beer's not bad. I mean, you get used to the heat throughout when you keep drinking on it. Probably about, I didn't mention really the mouthfeel. It's probably about a medium mouthfeel on there. But it's a nice combination between that cinnamon and the marshmallow with all those peppers in there. You don't taste that 12%. It's definitely, I guess you can call it like a gimmick type of beer. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's not like a drain pour or anything like that, but I think it's this is one of those beers I think that you can probably like share with people just to get people's kind of reaction and see what they think about it. But drinking the whole bottle, it's kind of not a chore, but just you kind of get bored of it after a while. I mean, like I said, it's good. Just I think it's kind of a gimmick kind of thing. But score wise, I'll give it an 88. B plus. I forgot what I paid for this. Probably like 18 for this bottle. 18, 19 bucks. Not terrible. But yeah, it's good. If you like spicy stuff, like I said, it's not, extremely spicy, like they say, like extremely hot. I mean, it's there. You get all the peppers and stuff, and it, you feel it in your mouth, and it goes down your chest and your stomach. Kind of sits there for a little bit, but the more you keep drinking on it and sipping on it, kind of get used to the heat. So yeah. As for shout outs, beer bowl discussions Sundays at 8 p.m. on my channel, Last Beer. Philly Crooker 87 is my Instagram. Post the beers that I'm drinking. And I think that's it. Everyone kind of shouted themselves out or shouted other people out or got most people out. So
Josh, I forgot to do the Johnny Boy. Can you shout him out too, please? I forgot to do that.
well, yeah, I don't know what John's doing. He does
beer reviews.
He does beer reviews here and there. And lately he's been doing like live beer reviews. But
Well, not really live, but he's been doing
like premiere.
It's a pre-recorded and premiered it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, as for Stout Sunday, Ron Terrier's.
For right now it's just Ron Terrier. Yeah.
Until John gets back in the swing of things, who knows?
Which
won't be until fall time because it
won't be until after the summer. So if I do talk about Johnny Boy, I will say beer reviews and stuff like that, and maybe some preview live streams.
Oh yeah, like the premiere. Yeah, the premiere, like
exactly.
Premiere.
We'll have to lease a spot for Sunday night stouts, and say.
Well, no, I mean, I could do stuff Sunday at night for you guys. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, John did it that one time, but that was last month or something like that. Whenever
I could do that until he gets back, but we'll see what happens.
Other than that, I'm trying to think. I think everyone kind of. I guess I can shout out Anthony and them, Banging Beer. I think they like their live thing on Sundays. I think yesterday they went on at like 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but I've seen them go on at like 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So it all depends. Sometimes they do. Certain breweries, they focus on the beers. They get a bunch of beers from that brewery and talk about the beers and drink them and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes it's just kind of random stuff on there, but yeah, check them out. And I think that's it. So cheers to you, BuMpy. Thanks for having me. Cheers to the panel. Cheers to the chat.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, Josh.
I just want to say thank you all for being here. Every time you can make it, joining up on panel. It's what makes the show. So I appreciate you all. Thanks for joining me.
Appreciate you, BuMpy. Don't forget that.
New brews. So my score on this 450 North Brewing blackberry cheesecake slushy supersize. I'm going to give it we'll start with, I'm going to do the rundown from the 100 score. It's going to get an 83 out of 100, which is a 41.5 out of 50. Which lands it in the very good category.
Okay, 83. Okay.
And for like an untapped or a 5 score beer, that would be a 4.15 out of 5. And actually on Untapped, with a total of 732 tallies, this beer receives a 4.34 out of 5. So I'm a little bit lower than what the average is on this brew, just a little bit, not too far off. So, some of the things I can say that I didn't like about it, like I said, the aftertaste, that bitterness, which was kind of leading me to feel like a metallic taste, even though it wasn't coming off fully metallic. There's just something off about it, like the finish. Also, that it all had to do with the flavors. The mouthfeel was great. The aromas were great on this. It really did have that cheesecake vibe. The blackberry was there as well. So blackberry cheesecake, yes, on the aromas, but flavors were a little bit lacking. The blackberry was there, but it was lacking. It wasn't a full-on blackberry flavor. It just kind of fell short. There really wasn't much going on as far as tasting like cheesecake either. Missing graham cracker completely. There was a little bit of a cream cheesiness to it, but
Okay.
and it was tart. It was all right. Like I said, still scores very good. I think that's a pretty good scoring for it. And yeah, as far as like promos, I'll just say I get my 50-point inspection videos. I put them out on Wednesdays and Fridays. This live goes on Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern is the start of the show. It's called New Brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. And yeah, it's a 3-part show, like you've seen. Beer review, free for all, just talk randomly, hangout type thing, and also a question for the panel to go ahead and answer. So, but where's Alex?
I'll be
Well,
back.
appreciate the chat for being here, Sam.
This is chair
Molly's
time.
showing up a lot. Mrs. Kitty there, Vanessa Kitty, Joey, Square Table Degenerates, Stony even stopped in, Stoneyard Vineyards, cheers. Ronald Sutton, cheers to you. Blake TV was making a little appearance. Thank you, Blake, for showing up as well. Kevin Johnston, KJ, cheers to you. Thank you for popping in again. Who else did we have? I know that Dio was first, but I haven't seen him all night.
But he's not the last.
He's not the last. We had some of our panel members also popping in for the chat, so thank you guys for doing that as well. And as always, Cheryl Crawford always being here, so appreciate you so much. And yeah, Alex, good day, G Day. He was here as well.
I had to grab the food. I heard you say, I'll be there in a second. I mean, I heard you say, where's Alex? I said, I'll be there in a second. Because
all right. Yeah, go ahead and take us out, Alex.
Had to grab the food. I know. I had to grab the food now. So, this Alex Beermaster. Appreciate you. This Alex Beermaster. And we will see you. Well, I got to do this because I don't want things flying.
Oh.
This Alex the Beermaster. And we will see you all on the next live stream and the next video. This Alex Beermaster signing out. Cheers, everybody.
Life's as extreme as you wanna